Hey guys! I hope you are doing so well and having a beautiful holiday season with the one that actually makes you feel at peace. Welcome to the very first episode of Girl Whatever. I've been thinking a lot about the energy that we're carrying into the new year, and if there is one thing that I will totally be leaving behind this 2025, it's the confusing friendships. The friendships where you constantly need to be checking the vibe, second guessing their loyalty, and feeling drained. They are not your enemies, but at the same time, they are not your safe space. Today, we are talking about why 2025 is the year we stop auditioning for a seat where we aren't even liked. Let's start. Friendship has always been a bit of a heavy topic for me. It started as early as elementary school. I remember one time a teacher had a small party. I saw people needed help, so I stepped up, served the food, and back then I thought that I was just being helpful and I was being me. But then my so called classmates called me bida bida, or in English, attention seeker. My stomach dropped. That was the first time that I felt hurt, felt betrayed, because why do my so called friends thinks that me serving anyone is an attention seeking behavior? It was an odd thing to happen. And that's the first time that I realized that even when you have good intentions, people will find a reason to resent you for simply showing up. Fast forward to high school, I joined the Girl Scouts. I just want community and I just want to try again. I want to be part of something big. And Girl Scout really speaks a lot about me. So I joined. Let me tell you, I was hated for the most absurd thing ever. I was hated for bringing home cooked meals. And looking back, why do people get upset with small things like bringing home cooked meals? They were so upset by my action that they did not talk to me all throughout the activity, and I was left alone. Fast forward to college. I am finally finding my footing. I joined the pageant. It's my first time. I don't know anything about pageants. I just had the confidence to do it. And the hate starts spiraling over and over again. And the shift from childish bullying to adult envy was really quite scary for me because joining the pageant, I was having the spotlight, and people would rather dim your light rather than try to find their own. And the pattern was there. It's a common denominator that I realized it wasn't me. I wasn't being too much. It was them feeling not enough and finding something to hate. I have met a lot of wonderful people, and I have also met people who aren't just so unhappy. They really want to hate on something. After all these years, I have now realized that I am identifying frenemy archetypes. Okay, so the first frenemy archetype that I was able to have face to face with is the information collector. They are the type of frenemy that would only collect tea from you. They ask, "How are you?" And they want to know stuff about you. They just keep on asking questions. And when you ask anything about them, they would say, na, "Oh, it's the same, same." But then they will revert back the question so they will know more information about you. The second frenemy archetype would be the silent watcher. They are your frenemies that views your Instagram story. They know every win that you have, but they never double tap. They will not like your crafts. They will not support what you post, but they're just simply watching you, trying to know everything about you, but they're not supporting you in any way that you want them to. Fascinating. And the third frenemy archetype is the excluder. They can be the ones who screenshot every post that you post, and they would share it to their friends, and they will try to downplay any success that you have in life. They would laugh at what you do and even what you wear. They just want to feel great about themselves, that they would want you to feel bad that you are trying to reach your dreams and your goals. They are simple like that. And the fourth one is the conditional supporter. They love you when you're down. They love when you trauma dump to them. They have all of your stories and the ones that they can share to other people. But when you get a promotion or a glow up, and if you share it to them, they will feel like you're doing better than them. And they don't like that. You can spot frenemy archetypes in every group of friends. And maybe it's you. Maybe it's the person you love the most since you were 5. Or maybe it's the recent friend that you made along the way. Or it's your coworker who have been sharing a lot of stories about other people to you. I have been realizing that all my life I felt that I was the odd one out. I was trying so hard to fit in. But the irony is, even when I was in the circle, I felt more alone inside of it than I ever did when I was by myself. Have you ever felt like you were a filler friend? You know, the one who's like there around out of the group. But the second you leave the room, the conversation shifts to you. I started noticing that if they're talking about me or they're talking about her, they are absolutely talking about her to me and vice versa. The sole realization that I've had in my life was all of the frenemy archetypes. I don't want to be around those people who are so consumed with themselves that they can't even be loyal to a secret. They would have their friends be comfortable hating you right in front of them, and them just saying that, oh, he or she was a friend, and they're just opening up about your attitude, and I was just listening to them. They did nothing wrong to me. So why would I say anything to them? You have to remember that a friend to all is a friend to none. Navigating my mid 20s has been a trip. I've had to learn the hard way that not everyone that you call a friend loves you and cares for you. Oh my god, like, babe, wake up. If they follow you on social media, but they never hype your wins, if they forget to somehow invite you to the group chat that they created, or if they only call you when their main friends are busy and mask this as a, oh, we didn't know you'd come. We didn't know if you have the time to be with us. We kind of forgot to invite you, so sorry. I will be the one who will freaking tell you this right in front of your face. They are not your friend. Those are what we call enemies, wrap, and gift wrap. They are the ones who wants to collect data from you. They want to see you do well, just never better than them. Diving into loyalty versus history, there are friendships that have been with you for the past 5 to 10 years, or you have been together since you were a child, and they have known no other people other than the friend that they grew up with. But we have to remember that even though we've been friends to these people for 10 years and they are not present in your life for the past 5 years, that doesn't give them the pass to disrespect you and to just let them do whatever they want to you. Having a lot of history does not give a person the pass and the key to the home that you are building. The cost of trying to make relationships work and trying to rebuild the broken friendships, that will be the cost of you trying to fit in. Because you having to shrink yourself most of the time just to be able to bond with them, and trying to fit in that circle when you are sure and you believe that you are outgrowing them, and you are finding that being with them is getting awkward, and you are only talking about the past. You aren't growing. You are only trying to just have friends, and you're trying to limit yourself with the possibility of who you can be. How do we let go of the friendships that no longer serves us? I have been the person who is very forgiving. A lot of times there are friends that I have given a lot of passes to let them be themselves, even though I, as a person, would never do that to a friend. My piece of advice is knowing when to have a slow fade friendships and big breakups. How do we do them? How do we let go of the 5 to 15 years friendship, or the 5 year friendship, or even the 1 year friendship? How do we tell ourselves that this is the time to let this friendship go? What I did in the past years was I have been trying to write my feelings in a journal, and I am trying to weigh things that have hurted me. I have been trying to weigh in friendships if they are worth it, or they just doesn't serve me anything anymore. When I was thinking all of the friendships that I made from the past years, I have taught myself to be the gift of having discernment. This is to look for patterns within friendships. This is a chance to have a better connection with your friends. And this is a way of telling yourself if a friendship is worth trying, or the issues that you've had inside the circle can be fixed. Sometimes I do this little test where I would ask myself if all of the years that I've had this friend, for what they did, good and bad, will I still consider them as a friend right now at this age? Ending friendships can be a tough pill to swallow, and it is a heartbreak that will make you rethink all of the choices that you made, and you will ask yourself someday if that the decision that I was making back then, was it worth it? I do held myself accountable for the friendships that I ended this year. I did not make those decisions without taking in consideration if I could fix the friendship. I have always taught myself to be resilient and to be strong enough to let go of the things that no longer serves me, because I have always thought to myself that I am only living one life, and that is my life. And for me to have all of my time and effort wasted on the friends that will not give me the same treatment that I give to them, it's kind of letting myself be trapped in a system where I don't even belong. It is just a matter of time that you have to wake up one day and you have to tell yourself that I'm done. I don't want to be around people who makes me question my place in their lives, who makes me question if they really truly care for me, whether where their loyalty will stand if there is a problem in your group, or whether I even matter to them. You just have to let them go because you have to make room for the amazing people that you're about to meet. You have to open your doors and accept the new and true friendships the universe has been preparing for you. Don't stay for the memories. You can visit them from time to time, but staying in those memories will do you no good. They aren't your friends anymore if you're only thinking about the good times that you've had together and not the recent disrespects, the crossing of boundaries, and them hurting you. And it's all happening right in front of you. I would say that we're mature enough to finally walk away from relationships, friendships that no longer serves us. And we are all old enough to know what we've been doing. And I promise you that we're old enough to know the things, the actions that we've been doing, and the consequences that comes along with that. At the end of the day, it's up to you how to love yourself. It's your job to protect yourself, your well being, your peace of mind, your life, the one that you have been dreaming of. And you just have to imagine that if you continuously cave in to this kind of friendships, then you are making a pass for your future self that if you aren't gonna be someone who's there for you, then who will be there for you? You have to remember that you are building a life for yourself and for your loved ones. And you have to think every day, do I want this person to be with me in the future? Do I think that this person still deserves all of the things that I give to them? Or is the friendship that you have actually is a two-way street? Or you're the only person who likes to give and they're only taking from you? You have to ask yourself every day if seeing these friends is worth of the mental space that you give to them. Let this be our New Year's resolution. We will love ourselves wholeheartedly the way we've always hoped somebody else would. And that is the end of this episode. I hope 2026 gives us a fresh start. And I hope and pray that we will finally have the community that finally would make us feel belong and that would never make us question our position in their lives. Thank you for being here. I am so proud of who you are as a person today, and I know that you have been doing the best that you can. It shows. It shows that you love yourself. I appreciate you listening to me yap about these things because these are the things that really makes me happy. It's the way that I share anything to everyone. And I hope to see you soon. Bye guys. I hope you are like taking notes of what I'm saying. Because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for listening. And I hope to see you soon.